Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. Welcome back to the Kyusho channel. I wanted to talk to you today about karate or China hand. Not the empty hand, the China hand. Now, there's a funny correlation that maybe you haven't made yet, but I wanted to point it out. I've been talking about the 6 Ji hands of the Shaolin. Out of the Bubishi, and these are the 6 Win hands, 6 Ji hands as mentioned. It's also called the Shaolin hands. The Shaolin hand is the China hand. So are these the hands the karate is based on? Are these hand postures? Are these tools? Tools of the karate. It could be the fist, yes, of course. That's from Chuan Fa, or the fist method. And the duality of the fist, the clenching of the grappling arts, or the striking of the boxing arts. It's the Chinese hand, and that's what we have to really take a look at. We have to start really getting back to the terminology and what it means and what it's saying, and then try to make the correlations of history, because our history is a little bit vague on the karate. There are some great masters out there that have transcribed quite a bit of the traditions and the history of the karate, but we have to really go back to the roots. And the very name karate or China hand is significant, I think, because karate emanated from disciplines of China as well as the indigenous Okinawan arts, but a lot of emphasis was placed on the Chinese arts and the Chinese tradition, including the katas, or the forms that were derived from these learnings that they had in China. So we need to go back and we have to take a look at that word, and we have to take a look at the China hand. And that China hand is those 6 postures of Rokushu or Tensho in a more modern day application. And we have to learn, why would they make those hand positions, and why would they be so important, and why would they be entered in the Bubishi, and why would every karate master that copied the Bubishi include them? Why would the karate styles, from Shotokan to Goju-ryu to Uechi-ryu to all of them, to Marete, they all have these hand postures, these seemingly innocuous hand positions that many just label as blocks, for lack of understanding of these tools. So when we look at forms like the Super Renpai that have those 2 fukusaos, or the 2 blood pool hands coming up at chest level, or you look at, go back into China, look at Wing Chun and the fukusao, or the praying mantis style with the 2 blood pool hands with the fingers curled in just a little. So it's a combination of the blood pool hand and the single blade of grass hand. Now these terms might not be as well translated from the old Chinese languages, but they're what we have today, so that's why I use them, and they're the most prominent. And Hanshi McCarthy had made them popular because he had published them in his rendition of the Bubishi. Again, just a copy with modern day translation and adaptations. So again, a brilliant work, and they're there. They're there in history, and as you've seen from the old manuscripts that I've posted on prior posts, these hand positions are all there. And you know, you have a kata. We did an expose on empi, and the techniques using the single blade of grass hand at the beginning of the empi kata. Unsu. And when you look at that, there is certain purposes for it, and it's not just to look good in kata competition, karate events. There's significant importance that is placed on those hands. Why else would the whole beginning of the kata be emphasizing them? So we need to look closer, and not just at the terminology, but the hand positions themselves. So there's another idea for you to mull over. Karate being China hand, being Shaolin hand, being the 6 Ji hands of the Bubishi. Hope it helps in your studies. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.